So when did like some of this abusive behavior start? Like this before we even get to this video, which we saw, like, I mean, when did that start?
Ooh, I, like, to be honest with you, David, when you're in a position where you are conditioned or groomed to be that how you're being treated is okay, you don't realize, like, time goes by. Like, I just realized, like, oh my gosh, I've been here for almost a year. And living under those conditions, you don't realize how you're being treated and that if it's okay or not okay. And you just lose a sense of time, uh, a sense of where you're at in the moment, and you're groomed to feel like that's okay when it's not. And the only times that you only realize that is when other people around you notice it as well. And that's when I started to see that, yeah, this is not okay. This behavior is definitely not okay. And the situation that I am in is not okay. And I know a lot of people say, oh, why didn't you just leave? Why didn't you just quit? Why didn't you just? I don't think people realize the type, and I explained this to you earlier, is that the relationship that I have with my clients is very intimate. And I truly do care about the people that I'm working with and the people that I'm making gowns for, because it's a piece of me that I'm giving to them. And I see the joy and happiness that it brings to them. And when you're in that position where you are treated like that, your natural reaction for me is to show my love for that person. And how I show it is by creating these gowns and creating something that I think is beautiful and that brings joy to them. But at a certain point, I realized that no matter what I did, and no matter how I tried and how extravagant these gowns and these reactions of these fans that they see the gowns that I've made for her bring happiness to them, I think the relationship was slowly declining at the time, and that no matter what I did was not good enough.
Well, yeah, and I'm not criticizing you for staying. I mean, that's
Yeah,
like Stockholm syndrome.
yeah, absolutely. And I think, but I'm just glad that I'm not in that position anymore, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, no, I mean, I think that's how certain, like, whether it's romantic or work or any type of relationship, that's how it exists. That's how people get away with it, just because, like,
Yeah,
they,
you're coerced into thinking that this is how it is and this is how it should be, and that is not how things are. And I've been so fortunate and blessed to have supportive colleagues and interns and assistants that were around me that recognized these behaviors as well, and made it known to me that, hey, this is not okay, and we are here to support you. And I'm so blessed and so grateful for those people that were there for me during that time, to make me realize that this is not okay.
like, were you the only one to get this? Like, was it all
No,
towards you?
definitely not. I mean, for me, I can only share with you my experience, but I can only imagine, like, anyone else being faced with that.